My dear friends, welcome to my channel. Myself Gaur Bharat Kumar, working as assistant professor in the department of CSC. In today's session, we will cover some other examples of relational algebra operations. In the last session, we covered what are the unary operations in the relational algebra: select, project, and rename. In today's session, we will discuss about relational algebra operations from set theory. Those are union, intersection, difference, Cartesian product. Already we know these operations at the time of mathematics. Here also we will apply the same process, but here we will consider the relational data models. That means here we will consider the tables. We will apply these operations on the tables. So now we will start with the union operation. So what is the meaning of union? Here simply we will combine those two tables. Suppose here we have two tuples, capital R and capital S. Here our aim is to apply the union operation. What is the meaning of union operation? The union operation contains all the tuples that are either in capital R or in capital S or both in capital R and capital S. At the time of union operation, we will consider all the information from the capital R table and capital S table. So it is denoted by union. That means U. What is the syntax for union operation? Here the two table names are capital R and S. That's why the notation is R union S. So here we will remember some conditions. Here R and S must have the attributes of the same number. At the time of examples, we will consider R and S must have the attributes of the same number. Here the duplicate tuples are eliminated automatically. Please observe with the example. Here we will consider the two tables. One table name is depositor, another table name is borrow. This example is related to the bank operations. Depositor table, borrow table. In the depositor table we have two fields, customer name and account number. In the borrow table we have two fields, customer name and loan number. Here please observe the conditions. R and S must have the attribute of the same number. Okay, here please observe these two tables. Only the customer name is available in these two tables. Here the union operation is performed on the customer name field only, because in the depositor table the account number field is available, but in the borrow table the loan number is available. Okay, in the borrow table there is no account number, in the depositor table there is no loan number. That's why we have a facility to combine, to perform the union operation with the customer name only. So please observe the syntax here. We will apply the customer name. Okay, we will apply the union operation on the borrow table of customer name and depositor name of customer name. Here please observe the example. In this example we have the customer names of Johnson, Smith, Mice in the depositor table. In the borrow table Jones, Smith and Hayes are available. Here the Smith is available in the both the tables. That's why finally we received the output as, please observe that here we will perform the union operation. We received 5 fields. Okay, because Smith is available in the both table. That's why the union operation duplicates are not allowed in the union operation. Okay, so now we will move to the second example, second operation, that is the intersection operation. What is the meaning of intersection here? Here we have capital R and capital S tables. What is the meaning of intersection? Here all the tuples that are available in both R and S. Okay, both R and S, all the tuples that are in both R and S. Those fields are only we will retrieve the information. Okay, so the syntax is R intersection S. Now we will consider the above example, that is depositor and borrow. Here we will consider the customer name from the borrow table and customer name from the depositor table. Here we will apply the intersection on the both tables. Once I will open the example. So in the depositor table, Johnson, Smith and Mays are available. In the borrow table, Jones, Smith and Hayes. In these both the tables, the customer name Smith is available. That's why we will receive the output as Smith for the intersection, because the Smith customer name is available in the depositor table as well as borrow table. Now we will move to the another operation, that is the difference operation. That means the subtraction. Here we will perform the subtraction. The set intersection operation contains all tuples that are in capital R but not in capital S. Here we will consider the capital R. We will remove what the information is available in the capital S. Now we will show the example also, no problem. It is denoted by minus, notation is R minus S. Here we will consider the depositor table and borrow table as well as. Okay, so here first we will consider the customer name of borrow. Here we will subtract the information of customer name of depositor. Here what are the names available in the borrow? Please observe that. So here the names available in the borrow relation is Jones, Smith, Hayes. Here we will subtract what are the names available in the depositor table, Johnson, Smith, Mays. So here only the Smith is available. So that's why we will remove the Smith name from the borrow table. That is the output for the difference. Here please observe that. So please observe the output. Here we will retrieve the information only the customer name of Jones and Hayes. Okay, so finally, what is the meaning of Cartesian product? It is also called as the multiplication. The Cartesian product is used to combine each row in one table with each row in the other table. Okay, here we will apply the simple multiplication operation. It is also denoted by multiplication symbol or capital S. Here we have two tables, that is one is capital E and another one is D. Here we will perform the Cartesian product on the both tables. Here we will consider the employee table and the department table. In the employee table, the fields are employee ID, employee name, employee department. In the department table, we have two fields, department number, department name. Okay, in the employee table, we have three rows of information available. In the department table, here also we have three rows of information. So now we will perform the Cartesian product on the both the tables. Now we will get how many rows of information? Simply multiply 3 rows of employee table into 3 rows of department table. 3 into 3, 9. Okay, please observe the condition here. Each row in one table with each row in the other table. Okay, now we will combine each row in one table with each row in other table. That's why here we will retrieve the information of 9 rows. Please observe the input here. Employee multiplication department. So all the information employee ID 1 is multiplied with the, please observe that employee ID 1 is multiplied with the department number A, department number B, department number C. Next, employee ID 2 is multiplied with the department number A, department number B, department number C. Next, employee ID 3 is multiplied with the department number A, department number B, department number C. Then we get the output as these 9 rows of information. In the next session, we will discuss about the joins and division operations in the relational algebra. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you.